Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a couple of kooky crazy kids in love that love reacting to some Dragon Ball Daima.
Yes, we do.
And this is Bucky, and he's ready for Dragon Ball Daima, episode number 13 that we're checking out today.
Yep.
All right, ready to do it?
Are you ready, Bucky?
Those whelps! Now they're running off with the Dragon Ball from the second demon world, too! Curse them!
It's gonna explode.
Mm-hmm. Don't break your cane.
Well, in that case...
It's time to unleash the secret weapon.
Are all the gendarmes gathered in the first demon world yet?
Yes, most of them, sire.
Now disable Sir Warp!
Disable it? I've never heard of anyone taking such a drastic measure.
Shut up!
Don't dare question me. That's cool.
Why am I the one who has to pull the lever?
So you're the one that gets the blame.
Whoa, I think the fish just got stoned.
Fish shut down. But Sir Warp still floats if he shut down?
I was gonna say, is he gonna like fall out of the sky now?
Yeah.
Oh.
What the heck's going on with the plane?
Suddenly, we're losing altitude.
What gives, Flyboy?
The engine's dying again.
Oh, come on! Hurry up and find somewhere to put this thing down!
I totally thought we died.
We're all alive, right?
Somehow, yes.
What could have caused that?
Then the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids universe.
Mm-hmm.
Fun slide.
This sucks! I forgot to crackinate my tools along with our other plane. There's a kit in this hoi poi capsule. Yo, what the heck?
Hey, that's pretty cool. Would it work on my socks?
Please tell me the point. I want him to answer that question.
Goodness me, I know where we are. Get the plane running. We need to leave now.
Ooh.
We've crashed on planet Mega.
The second scariest planet in the whole demon realm. Home to the race of giants known as Megoth.
Every living thing in this world is a giant. It's really bad. You have no idea how bad it is.
We'll handle everything, no matter how hairy it gets.
Yo, Hibis, get over here and be a step stool for a sec.
Great. Now I have dirt on my pants.
Sir Warp is down. Get to the thing immediately.
Something big must have happened.
Gloria. Yeah.
I'll be on the lookout for Goma and his goons. Got it.
And with that, all 3 Dragon Balls are under my control. So you like machines? Tinkering is a good way to keep myself occupied. What's up with the big glowing crystal thing in the middle? That's the plane's power source. No way to keep it airborne without this guy. Modulite reacts strongly to acidic water. One rock can produce energy for 30 years. The sky of the second demon world, the underside of the third in other words, is one big sheet of modulite. What? The continuous reaction makes the whole sky glow like there was a sun. Who would have ever thought I'd get a chance to see it with my own eyes, though?
Arms dying.
Nerds.
But we can't touch it because the Supreme Demon King controls everything, and digging it up yourself is
Of course he's eating.
Yep.
It would be nice if I could take some home. Dad can help you out. I'll ask him about it when we get back.
They just look so pretty with like the lights and all.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh, Goku.
Rabbit. Ooh, Monty Python.
Oh no, hamster attack.
Hamster. Oh no. Hamster attack.
Oh.
I think its friends are here.
Hamster stampede. Goku has no problem. I mean, Vegeta has no problem kicking the shit out of all the hamsters. Oh.
Oh.
The hell?
Something bigger.
Mm-hmm. V5 faux foam.
Is this gonna be the bear?
A ruler?
He's just going to school.
Mm-hmm.
Mega, one of their children.
That giant is a youngling!
Call him a godling?
Hey, look! It's carrying a bag!
It must be on its way home from school.
Even giants have to go to school.
Wait! Why is it sitting down here?
It's not at lunch. Death by number 2.
It's munching on a freshly grilled kraken tentacle.
Oh.
Cracking for a snack!
Uh-oh.
Anyone who's not repairing the ship should stay hidden. Don't let that thing catch you.
Looks like everyone's there. No one's preparing the ship right now. Yep. Ooh. What are you doing, Glorio? I think Goku had a better chance than you did. Nice, Vegeta!
Oh.
You okay down there, Galero?
Yeah.
Galero.
Keep the dog away from the plane.
I'll take care of this!
Get just little tickles. So you're playing with it. Or you're gonna see giant fleas.
Am I on the dog?
Yep.
Oh no.
Fleas and mites and Ooh.
What had ticks?
Oh.
Uh-oh. He sees the ship now. Maybe you should have stopped it from, like, glowing.
He's like, it's a toy.
Yep. Nice try, Piccolo. Ooh, nice! He doesn't like that you hit his dog.
Is he even at claw and all? Oh.
Listen up! Plane's ready! Let's move!
We'll keep them distracted while you load up!
Good. Best of luck!
Now you got both their attention. That's not good. Come on, where's the distraction, Vegeta? Damn, Goku. Get away, celebrate later. There we go. Nice hit, Mr. Piccolo.
Which way is out?
Tickle him.
There it is.
Nice. He said enough of this shit.
That thing was amazing! Thanks, guys!
Here's Vegeta and Piccolo. There we go.
That place was terrifying. If they're that strong, why doesn't one of them become Supreme Demon King?
We guess they simply don't care to.
They're so laid back, it's terrifying.
Didn't I hear you say it was only the second scariest planet in the demon realm? There's a planet even worse than this?
The Gigos are enormous, believe me.
They're even giant.
Oh.
This place is something else. That's the demon realm for you.
Sure is.
He wants to fight all of them.
Yeah. They don't seem to go by pretty quick. Like as they were leaving, I'm like the shot with Goku at the end there. I thought, I'm like, this looks like the end of an episode kind of shot. Like, you know, Goku looking down. It's like, oh man, what a crazy place we just left. But it's like, but there's gotta be like, you know, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes left in this episode to give us some more stuff going on. But yeah, it was a crazy realm. Like I said, I got vibes of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Like as soon as they landed.
Yeah, and I mean, you can tell how exceptional it is because of how Vegeta reacted. I mean, Vegeta's a bit high-strung. We see him get angry and upset fairly easily. But he genuinely seemed quite freaked out. And the thought of something even scarier than that planet blew his mind. So it was fun to see him, you know, I mean, Goku's just like, I want to fight everybody. This is awesome. And Vegeta's usually trying to one-up him. But in this case, Vegeta was like, wait, what? So that was kind of fun.
There's got to be some kind of fallout from shutting down the warp fish, because that's why he had Shin's brother do it instead of him doing it himself. One, I mean, you know, just it's just how kings work, right? They get somebody else to do the dirty work. But yeah, like, so I'm wondering what the fallout of that is going to be. 'Cause I feel like it's going to be more than just like stopping them from getting there.
Yeah, it was framed out, and yet we didn't go back to it in the episode. So yeah. I'm going to be curious and imagine we'll focus on that quite a bit more next episode.
The giant hamsters were pretty funny.
Oh my God, they were awesome. I love when Vegeta attacked him and like kind of does a throwback on all of them, and they wind up on their back, and then simultaneously like flip over and look that much more murderous.
Them all in the air was just a great shot.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Because a lot of our community members in like Patreon comments and everything have mentioned Akira Toriyama's sense of humor, and I just have to imagine that this is yet another one of those moments. I mean, because we're thinking, ooh, a cat, or like my brain went to a rat. I was like, oh, it's going to be a giant rat or something. Like, we're thinking of things that would be terrifying, especially if you were tiny. But obviously, like things like hamsters and gerbils are definitely the last thing to enter our minds. So an army of hamsters. I feel like that was another insight into his humor, and I love it.
Yeah.
It was fun to see Bulma and
Pansy.
Thank you. I don't know why her name won't stick in my brain.
Demon Realm Bulma.
Yeah, it was fun to see them working together and sort of like, you know, they're both tinkerers and they both have curious minds, and we already know that about Bulma. So to see her not in the shoes of the genius, but in the one asking the questions again, I mean, she's been the genius for so long. We haven't seen her really do that in a while, and it was fun, kind of like, I don't know, almost a little bit nostalgic to see her go back to, ooh, and how does this work, and what happens when that happens? So
we got a little bit more of my guy with the one hair.
Yeah.
And you know, like, it wasn't like, even though we got more of him, there was really only one line for me that stuck out when he asked, like, you know, if he could have that for his socks, like turning his socks super small. Just, why would you want that? Such a random thing to ask for.
How many socks does he have?
Yeah, it's just, you know, he wants more room in his sock drawer. So he wants those capsules for his socks. So that was hilarious. But I mean, the other stuff that I was in there for, like, it was just okay. And like, until that happened, I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I spoke too soon about this guy being one of my favorite characters in there. But then he came up with the sock line. So he's just a character that's better in small doses.
Yeah. And he's great as that.
Yeah. So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And thanks so much for watching the discussion and the video and supporting the channel. And you can further support the channel by joining our YouTube membership. The little join button down below, and see our full reactions as well over on Patreon. Get early ad-free access over there. Links in the description of this video. Thanks for watching Dragon Ball Daima, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.